Listen. You already know the vibe, man. Ooda. We on go. Salute to everybody. Welcome to On Go. We back with another one. The best thing about this is that we all on go together. You know what I mean? Listen, though, it's a lot that's been going on, man. We got Diddy won a new appeal, man. New appeals is out. We got to get into that. We are going to get into that. But we got 051 Wu was unalive. That's 051 Melly's brother. It happened in Chicago. Tragic situation. We also got DJ Akademiks, this Maino, because of the Vlad TV interview or whatever that was. We also got, is this the end of the passport, bro? We just watched Floyd Wallace Jr. get arrested in Brazil. Sao Paulo get bagged in Brazil, and the charges is crazy. The charges is crazy. It's leading a lot of people to say, did any other passport bro know about this? I even seen a couple of people in passport bro jumping out the window to say they know what passport bros is doing when they in other countries, and they ain't in no country that these passport brothers is in. So I don't know about that.
Oh no, you can't be serious. That's some bullshit right there.
I don't know about that. But what I know is Floyd is in a whole heap of trouble. I said the man is in a whole heap of damn trouble. Okay, we got that. And then we also got Faze, this Plaque Boy Max situation. You know what I mean? It's some younger content creators, but it's some things that's been going on, set around the word and all of this. So it's a lot that's been going on. Salute to everybody. I want everybody to make sure they subscribe to On Go. Subscribe to all the channels that you see me live on right now. And I do want to start this off with 051 Woo, man. It's just a tragic situation, man. He just went viral a few months ago with 600 Breezy when they got into a little confrontation, and it all happened live. And now we see that he's been unalived. A lot of people are saying it's for this reason, it's for that reason. We do know that THF Zoo was unalived. God bless his soul too as well. God rest both of their souls. You know what I mean? Whether their sides have beef with each other, which, you know what I mean, we may know from the internet, if you know from the streets, regardless of that. Some people are starting to saying, you know what I mean, this is all this and all that. I don't know what nothing is, man. But what I do know is crazy how this whole situation transpired. And I do want to get into a little bit of that, man. So salute to everybody. Let's get into it a little bit.
Police saying that right after 2:30 in the morning, they got a report of multiple people shot. It's taking place near Hubbard and LaSalle in the River North neighborhood. According to police, 4 people were getting inside a car, and that's when apparently 4 people approached them and opened fire. So once again, a total of 4 people were shot. The victims are all men whose ages range from 34 to 43 years old. The 34-year-old was shot multiple times and later died, and the other 3 victims are currently in critical condition. Now, police did say that the suspect, or suspects, I should say, did leave the scene, so they are currently looking for those individuals. They do not have anyone in custody right now, and we are working to gather more information as far as a motive behind this deadly shooting. So as soon as we get more information, we'll be sure to pass that information along to you. That is the latest here outside of Northwestern Hospital. Lisa Nunez.
Tragic situation, man. Tragic situation. I want to say RIP to him, man, and condolences to his family. You know what I mean? He also lost their family. They lost their mom. They lost him. They lost their brother. You know what I mean? As well as anybody else. But we're just talking about immediate family. He lost his brother, Melly. He's unalive right now. And they also lost their mom. So God bless all their souls. You know what I mean? It's crazy, though. It's crazy because, you know, what a lot of people are saying is that, you know, ever since THF Zoo was unalived, when it came to 051, a lot of them wasn't really on the bigger people. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't really on social media that much. You know, they was in the cut, the drillers, the certain Mandem was in the cut, really. You know what I'm saying? But when he was unalive, we began to see that side, some of the top people starting to make like Instagram posts. You know how they do out there. You know what I mean? They do the social media posts. You know how you do, you smoking on ops and stuff like that, whatever the case may be. Some people saying some of that energy is what stir on some of this. I don't know, man. When you in these streets, we just in these streets, you know what I mean? And you can't get caught lacking. We watched that with THF Zoo. You know what I mean? He was caught lacking coming out of the automotive place, whatever that was. And he was just unaware, just literally unaware. You know what I'm saying? Whether those guys just pulled up right there or whether they was staking it out, waiting for him, whether somebody dropped the low while he was inside the building or whatever happened, he was just unaware. He was carrying something in his hands. He was walking with other people. They were unaware as well. You know what I'm saying? When you live in certain street life, you just got to be focused. But their situation happened, which is tragic. You know what I mean? Four of them, I think, was getting into a car, man. And four people ran down on them, though. 4 people ran down on them, critical condition, 3 of them, and unalived him. You know what I mean? So it just goes to show you the graphic and the nature of what the hell transpired out there that day. You know what I'm saying? Like literally, you know? And, you know, all around Christmas time, all around the New Year, not to say any time is a good time for anything like this to happen. You know what I mean? But, you know, you talk at this time of the year, it's not like in the middle of the year. You know what I mean? You going into the end of the year, thinking of resolutions, thinking of changing things about yourself and all types of stuff. And one thing about Wu, you know what I mean? You know, I follow the culture, you know what I mean? All around the board, you know what I mean? All around the country, you know what I mean? So I don't know that much about Wu, but I do know, you know what I'm saying? When he came home, though, he was working and he was doing some other type of stuff like that and was trying to do some other shit too. You know what I mean? So shout out to that too. You know what I mean? Being from where you from, a lot of times, you know what I mean? You ain't got no way to change, you know what I mean? But you know, the people be on your back and they want you to work and do certain things like that. But that don't mean a lot of time people take penitentiary chances and throw that all away. But I did get to see some of that, you know what I'm saying? That Wu was out the way, you know what I'm saying? So when I did see him pop up, like Nelly on Breezy today, I was like, who that Wu? It was crazy when I saw him because, you know what I'm saying? You seen him on like on a podcast or something. He went up there, a little, you know what I mean, DJU or something like that. Cool. But you don't see him like that. So that was surprising to see him, you know? Yeah, man, let's get into the confrontation of him just to see exactly how that just transpired that day, man. Hold up. Let's get into this.
Like them niggas money over there. Yeah. Like them niggas don't mind, they do different shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? Yeah. What's up? What's up? Doing all right? What's up? Huh? What they said? What's your name? What's your name? Vlad. Me, bro. Here, what's up? What's up? What's going on? This is my shit, that's what I'm saying. Put that post in. No, right? Remember when I explained it to you? He from right here. He young man. Bro, I'm black, bro. You black. No, I ain't talking about that. I ain't no issue. I'm asking a question. I ain't come up aggressive. I asked a question. What's going on? I'm asking a question. That's it. That's all I'm saying. But I ain't gonna lie. I heard I don't know what you about. I ain't seen you was in there last time. I said, you, but you said something about we don't. I did. I put a picture up. You did. Yeah. Oh, you. I ain't seen that. I ain't seen that. You did. I'm from here, bro. But the niggas, man, it's all good, bro. I always say that. Because you put a picture of me. I was going in there already, right? Wow. And you know the history. Hey, listen, did I disrespect you? Did I disrespect you? I'm asking a question. I ain't come up aggressive. I asked a question. What's going on?
So listen, if I'm not mistaken, bro, I just heard Breezy at the beginning tell the Wu, like, I heard they hit you up about squashing beef or pushing peace or whatever he said. Y'all heard what he said. Wu was like, yeah, but I ain't heard from you. I don't know. Y'all say a lot about Breezy, right? But Breezy gotta be a bold motherfucker.
We get Breezy, his energy of what Breezy got going on. But we do see that's one of the last things that we've seen from Wu and the last energy, the last interactions from Wu. You know what I mean? And now this. So I just think it's a sad situation. You know what I mean? Even a lot of the ones that have a name, all of the artists, all of the people that we thought, even me being from New York, you know what I'm saying? They were some of them as younger guys, a lot of them, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? A lot of them are gone. Look at Dirk. Dirk's in jail right now. You know what I mean? It's just like the end of an era, even though we know, even while Dirk was still rapping, it was an end of an era. But to see Dirk in prison right now, Vaughn's gone. Like, what's up with Old Block? They done, come on, son. I mean, come on, bro. It's nasty work. It's an end of an era. You know what I'm saying? Straight. And that same era is what pushed Akademiks to the level that he's at. That era. You know what I mean? Or I think Akademiks should do something like that, though. Me personally, I think he should do something like for Chicago. Because Chicago is something that put him in the level that he's at right now. I think he should do something for Chicago. Honestly. I really do, man. I don't know what it is that he needs to do, but I think he needs to pay back something towards Chicago, man. Maybe towards trying to help some of that type of stuff, bro. You know what I mean? It's crazy, though. But yeah, though, sad situation, bro. That's why I just wanted to get into that one, man, because it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Most definitely check up on your kids, man. Check up on your kids. Check up on your people. You know, a lot of time we looking at stories, they come in just like these stories right here, you know what I mean? This shit ain't about nothing, man. Tell you the truth, man. All right, cool. Let's get into Akademiks, though. Speaking of the devil.
Pop back out.
Hold up, Ak. What? Hold up. What happened with Ak? Hold on. Let me find the next one for y'all. Because I want to get into this him and Maino. Him and Maino is crazy, bro. I don't know why Maino did the interview on Vlad. I'm kind of skeptical about playing Vlad shit because Vlad is kind of weird, bro. I don't want to play Vlad shit. But I did want to play Akademiks cooking him, though, bro. Straight, bro. Nah. I got to play that. To hell with that. I'm playing that. Where's that at? Hold up. And we playing that now. Hold up. Yeah. Let's play that now, bro. Hold up. Let me see. Is this it? Oh, yeah.
Space. I'm not fucking with it. More fake chain for you. Whatever the case is.
All right, cool.
I have no problem with you, but I think you're trying to do that bully shit in hip hop. It's not gonna work. We're in the media space. I'm not fucking with it. You could do
a million interviews. I hope Vlad didn't pay you. Place, and you drank out of my bottle like a thought. You drove the boat or whatever the case is, bro. I had no problems with you, but I think you're trying to do that bully shit in hip hop. It's not gonna work. We're in the media space. I'm not fucking with it. You could do a million interviews. I hope Vlad didn't pay your ass. I have no interest in you. You're just the annoying nigga who never made no real money from hip hop that is trying to get a media career. I've said what I had to say about you before. You were a one and done. You could go on whatever platform you want. I'm just going to laugh at you at this point. Okay? Just going to laugh at you. You wore a fake chain for years. That tells me everything I need to know about you. And again, I'm going to always harp on because, you know, I thought this was like friendly banter. The mere fact that you were in my face, in the same space as me, and you were asking for a cup to take shots with me, I can't take you serious. All of this cool shit you're talking about, the cool nigga don't ask the lame nigga for shots at the front of a young boy concert because you don't got motion like that. You're there like a hanger-on. So I really got nothing more to say to you. So you could keep having this verbal masturbation with yourself. I got nothing more to really say to you. So, Maino, I'm going to just push you to the side. I actually respect Jim Jones in all this because when me and Jim Jones saw each other, I never knew we had issues. Jim Jones explicitly said to me, I'm not fucking with you. You're supporting 6ix9ine. That's your friend. Whatever you're doing, this online shit. It was tense, but at least he was valid. And if he said something online, I wouldn't care. You know why? Because when I saw him, he wasn't taking shots from my bottle like a thought. I'm sorry to tell y'all. So Jim Jones could say something to me and whatever. Jim Jones ain't really even trying to talk to me. I could tell. And Jim Jones ain't trying to do the online shit. I get it. Cool. So I really got nothing for Jim Jones. The person who I really critiqued was Fabulous. And it wasn't really like some really like legit criticism. It's kind of like so interesting. Y'all got me like going back and forth. And I get it. Yo, chat, I joke on everybody. Like, these are harmless jokes. That's like me joking on, like, people are acting like I was legit making fashion statements like I'm like ASAP Rocky. Bro, I make self-deprecating jokes. When I have on a bad fit or y'all be like, yo, Ak, you look crazy here, I joke on myself. These old ass niggas, like, bro, they're dragging this shit. Bro, I've done addressed y'all. I'm done with y'all bum ass niggas. Maino, I get it. You never was successful in hip hop. You trying to come to the space that I was really successful at. Bro, you come off like a bum at this point to me. I don't want to talk about you no more. You going on a press tour talking about me? Nigga, get out of here. So the one thing I give attention to, because the person who I was talking to in all of this is Fab. And I was correct.
So I do get Ak in some of those ways. You know what I'm saying? I think that it's becoming more than it was. And we all know from the very beginning, Ak was saying like he don't really want no problem with Maino. And he said something towards Fab. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be the first to cook Ak all the time. I'll be the first to cook him. But this thing, he was like, nah, man, you know, Maino's supposed to be the street nigga. He don't act like he don't want no smoke. And I was kind of surprised that Ak for that. I'm like, does he be acting like he want to fluff up with people, but he didn't really want to do that initially with Maino. So he was busting a little 1-2 jokes, but he wasn't trying to go too far. So I was watching Akademiks how he was tiptoeing around the Maino situation. Feel me? I think Maino overplayed his cards. You know what I mean? If you read any books on earth, man, I don't care, man. What 48 Laws of Power, what 33 Strategies of War, what Art of War, any kind of books, you know what I'm saying? This life will show you this too, but maybe you're a reader, so maybe you can see the connection or the correlation of what I'm saying. I just think that he overplayed his hand, you know what I mean? Because while they were joking, him and Akademiks, remember he said something about Fabulous headband or whatever. He was saying that they like older guys or whatever the case. He was saying that whatever, it don't matter. Whatever he's saying don't matter. Dress how you want to dress. Okay, what he say, right? But then Maino ended up going to the thing what happened with Shorty, not allegedly, but what happened with the girl in his house, with the guys in his house or whatever that happened that day. He ended up bringing all of that into it to say, yo, bro, you a weirdo and all of this other stuff. And I think that when Maino did that, he took it to a next level, which led Akademiks to come back to cook him again, which led Maino to have to come back and do something again, which I thought he would have to do. Maino, we watched Maino be silent for mad years and not say things. I'm not saying this takes away from who he is. But we watched the first time that he did come out on the internet and speak, which was maybe like last year now. And that was towards Hassan Campbell. After never speaking to Hassan Campbell ever. Hassan Campbell made videos on Maino and about Maino, Jim Jones, all of them for years. 4 years. These niggas paid this nigga dust, paid him dirt. Okay. Then we seen that people started to end up feeding into Hassan too. We watched Maino do that. When I watched Maino do that, I was kind of surprised, but it showed me that he was understanding maybe more of an internet space and seeing like, yo, fuck it. If I'm going to get into the internet space, and I'm going to have to come in here and talk my talk. But now I think also now, if he was to speak his speech, I don't think that he should have spoke about that on Vlad, because Vlad is a using ass nigga too. But when I saw Vlad clip the part he clipped with the academic shit, I'm like, damn, man, are you still with the dumb shit? Feel me? I was thinking the same shit. Like, you talking about that on Vlad TV? No, this is where sometimes you as a person gotta sidetrack that question. Like, yo, listen, man, it ain't about him in this interview right here. Okay, I understand he got you here only because you got into a 1-2 thing with Akademiks. That's why Maino's there. Maino's not there because he believed Maino is hot. Maino's not there because he think that Maino about to do something good that we don't know about. No, son, Maino's not there for none of that, bro. He's not. He only got Maino there because of the academic situation. Straight. Feel me? And that shit ain't nothing. It ain't even nothing to really talk about, bro. The nigga was talking about clothes and all this other shit. Y'all dressing like some young niggas, whatever. Is it that serious? No. You got shit that you pushing. You on podcasts. You got shit that you trying to do. You got podcasts right now that you doing with your mans in them. Where's the podcast talking about that? Like, talk about the shit that you coming to do. You know what I mean? But we always put ourselves in a position to be used, bro. To be used.
Oh, no, you can't be serious. That is some bullshit right there.
Right. It don't make no sense. To me, it just don't make no sense.
Cracking a harmless joke, and he could have cracked a harmless joke back at me. But Fab, you know, Fab is like above the fray a little bit. Fab, I'm gonna be honest with you. You gotta let these losers go. You're the only person in music that's made a mark. These guys are over here just looking, they're looking groggy and just upset. Please, Fab, I'm telling you, what's good for you is, I don't know if you're not a natural podcaster, but you're a great musician. And at the end of the day, you're the only New York City music legend sitting on them couches or whatever y'all sitting on. Okay? If I'm you, I would just do what you do. But them niggas there, Maino is a legendary bully. He got no accolades, not in music. You could tell by his whole demeanor. He's trying to like recreate this thing. Like I try to watch the Vlad thing. I was about to like react to it, and this bum ass thing is still trying to recreate high school in media. Oh, we would be at the cool table. You sound like Wale, like back in 2017, talking about who's cool and who's not. Nigga, get out of here. Here's the point, and let me big dog you once again, Maino. I've made 20 times the amount you've made. You're the rapper. I'm the media nigga. I'm the top of my field. You're the lowest of your field. I don't want to talk to you no more. I was really nice and really cool thinking that you're just, when I seen you, you're the struggling rapper that was at YoungBoy concert that nobody invited, buddy. That you just bullied your way into the scene. It's okay. Bro, I don't want to talk to you no more. You start getting weird with me. You start talking about allegations, all this bullshit. Get your weird ass on out of here. We don't have to have no more conversation, and I don't want to have no more conversation with you, because once you start talking about allegations and rumors that are based in nothing, in fact, we're not joking no more. Get out of here, nigga.